gosh, overexposed. Hello and welcome back to the studio. Yeah. What's going on, my little chicken nuggies? Oh my gosh. Hello. Welcome. I'm gonna try not to flash you guys because I decided to go commando. Good thing I edit. I control the editing room. So there won't be any mishaps. Okay. Let's get her started. Yes. Can you tell by the green, even though they don't really match. But it was 420 like the other day. And it's 420 today. Okay. Hello, my little chicken nuggets. Welcome back to another episode. And I'm sorry I've been missing a few, okay? I'm sorry she's been inconsistent. And I'm sorry. I do what I want to do. This is my podcast. But also, I think it's not fair to you. And I get that. And that's why I'm here today. Hello. Well, it's also not fair to myself, too, right? Like, let's not dispose of that thought. Yeah. Hi. Okay, I don't know what that was, and I'm sorry. I'm a little weird. If you're new here, hello. I'm usually not that weird. I kind of am, actually, now that I think of it. A little. But it's okay. We welcome weird. Weird is the new cool. Oh. I sound like a millennial. I'm not, actually. I'm technically a Gen Z. I never thought I'd actually want to say that. And now that I think of it, maybe I don't. But also, Gen Z is kind of ruling right now, so yes, I rule. I will be part of any generation that is ruling right now. Except for the boomers. I'm glad I'm not a boomer, but also I don't think it matters what generation you came from. I think it's just on a soul level, we're all at different ages, right? Some of us are eons year old, and some of us are probably just a day old, a minute old. But yeah, c'est la vie, right? If you couldn't tell, I'm on the moon. I feel like I always have to say it. It's just awkward if I don't. It's like the elephant in the room. I smoked a little ganja. I love how literally the episode before this was me saying how, like, I need to quit and, like, I know I should. Girl, who are you fooling? Nobody buys it. Not one single person. So why even say it? You know, sometimes it's just so redundant, but then I'm like, let me just get on the mic and say something. I get that podcast equipment is cheap. It is. But you know what? This little community is freaking growing. Like, every single day I'm looking at the stats and I'm like, this is crazy. And it's crazier the fact that, like, right behind you guys where the camera is located, I see my podcast and then, like, a plaque, a gold plaque. If you know, you know. But yeah, and it's just like, and then the check mark. It's, yeah. I'm excited. It's growing slowly. I'm patient. I'm not going anywhere. I might lose a little bit of motivation here and there. And like, I think that's just a direct reflection of my life. Like, it's crazy how everything ties in together at the end of the day. So, I don't know. I think I just need like a ripple effect to happen. Like a little butterfly effect. I've already planted my seeds, but we're waiting. Do, 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 do. Anyways, yeah, I literally had nothing. Not a single thing planned for today's episode. So I just thought, let me just sit here and chill with you guys, tell you what's been going on. Not in the world. I don't know anything. Honestly, I don't. I'm sorry. Actually, I do. I know a thing or two. But I don't really want to talk about anyone else but me. Is it weird? Sometimes I think about it. I'm like, is it weird that I sit here and I talk about my personal life? But then, well, not like, yeah, no, basically, yeah, you guys know a lot. And it is weird that I'm like telling it to someone on the internet, right? And how like it's getting to a pretty impressive amount, you know? Maybe not for some, but maybe for others, you know? Anyone who's trying, is in the beginning stages, or is even like very successful at it, knows that it's not the easiest thing to do. So, yeah. But either way, going back to like the type of content that this is, like this whole podcast, it is very much centered around my life, right? And sometimes I do think about the things that I'm sharing. And it's like, am I oversharing on the internet? Absolutely. But also, I want to feel like it's also impacting other people. Because I watch other people do that, right? And I'm like, I could do that. I've got it in me. I've got something to say. I feel like I've got wisdom to share here. I feel like we all kind of do. And I'm just honoring that part of myself, as silly as it may be, as silly as it may feel. It's just, the cat is meowing at the door. He wants to be in. No, sorry, buddy. Not today. I know. That sucks. Yeah, later though, okay? Yeah. I love that cat so much. This morning, I woke up on the couch around like 6 in the morning and clearly fell asleep watching Beetlejuice. I don't know how I did that. Oh, it's anytime I lay down, I will fall asleep. So, I woke up at 6 a.m. and then he actually came up. I think he like knows when I'm awake or something. But he came up to me and like just came on, just standing on my boobs basically, and I'm just like, okay, good morning. He's like smelling my morning breath, and I'm like, oh, sorry. And then yeah, I came to bed obviously, and then yeah, he obviously followed me too, left, and maybe like an hour or 3 later, he's meowing at my door, and I'm just like, why not? So I let him in while I'm still in my bed, which is like wild, right? And it's not the first time I've done that too. Wild. But yeah, so, and then he was actually just sleeping on this pillow. I sleep on this side of the bed. And yeah, we were just sleeping and chilling. And at one point I had like my hand kind of like under his chin, and he just fell asleep, and you can like feel the little twitches. I'm like, oh my god. I love this cat so freaking much. Like what? Like what? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like I knew I loved dogs. Like dogs are mainstream, right? Like dogs are, who doesn't love dogs? I mean, a lot of people don't. But dogs are more seen as like lovable, and I feel like people think cats are for weirdos, and you know what? Like I said, weirdos are cool, okay? So cats are so freaking cool. But I do, like, I see where only people who own cats have, like, some sort of edge to them. Like, there's something different about them. Just an observation. But not in a bad way. Absolutely not. Yeah. There's just something different about them. And I think that's why they connect with cats. Because it's like, not everyone likes cats. A lot of people just, like, dismiss them, especially depending on what part of the earth you are from. But yeah, I love Mr. Butters. Like, depending on where you're from listening to this, because I honestly get listeners from everywhere, which is, again, insane. Hi, hello. But, what was I even saying? Oh, right, other listeners around the world. Cats. Oh, I don't know. Sorry. You're probably yelling at me right now. I know. I do that a lot, don't I? Yeah. If this is a new episode that you're listening to, like, sorry, the very first time that you're listening to this, and it's this episode, I'm sorry. Listen to one where I'm actually sober. Like, let's just put it out there. This one's just the ones for the nuggets, you know? Only the nuggets would probably care. And I think I was talking about basically this being a whole like diary podcast, right? And do you guys hate it? Do you guys love it? Is it like too much me? Like, I've definitely thought about having other people on the podcast, don't get me wrong. But also, like, there are other podcasts that do that. And of course, like, I would love to interview someone very special one day. And not even interview. Like, I think interview is just, you know, like, I just want to have a conversation. Like, you know how Amelia does it for Chicken Shop Date? Where it's just, like, you're dating, you're just having a conversation, you're chit-chatting, but you're also getting to know each other, aka interview, in a way. A date is an interview. Let's be for real. Especially the first one. You're just trying to impress one another. Like, no. You know what I'm gonna do on my next date? I'm going to wear a wedding dress. I'm kidding, I wouldn't. That's a little much. But I would absolutely ask about weddings. Kids. Just scare them off a little. Yeah, bye-bye. The weak ones will not stay, you know? I think it's just an easy way to filter out, again, the weaker ones. Just, you can't handle this, goodbye. Ugh. Yeah. I should go on a date. I feel like I'm ready for that. But also, I could care less. Like, it's just, I don't know. I've convinced myself that I am going to be alone for the rest of my life. And I'm okay saying that. Like, before I would tear up, I'd be like, low-key, like, hoping and wishing there was actually someone out there, but I don't think there is. Like, it just, yeah. I was gonna say something, but I'm like, yeah. So my coworker actually wants to set me up with one of her husband's friends. And I'm just like, she's like, he's handsome. Great. She's like, he's really funny and witty, and he likes people who are really funny and witty. And I go, great. Is that really, like, I don't know. It just feels like a chore. It's wild to me because not that long ago, I was begging to have someone, you know, like just kind of desperate. That was probably 10 years ago. But still, you know, no, literally 10 years ago. That's crazy. That's crazy. But a lot can change in 10 years, clearly. And that's great. That's amazing. I'm glad I'm not that girl anymore and I have super high standards. But, oh yeah, I don't know. I'm just like not gonna settle. That's basically it. And love is just not in the brain. It's such a chore. But also, like, duh, I want connection. I want love. Amour. Duh. Who doesn't? But to put effort into it, you know, those like online love gurus, and it's usually men. I know like 2 or 3, like sometimes they pop up in my feed and then they just get annoying and then I'm just like, I don't want to see this anymore. But it's like interesting to see it here and there, right? And I learn a lot from them. And I have learned a lot from them. Like, oh my God, how helpful, you know, to think of dating as a friendship rather than courtship. You know, I don't know who said that. I don't know his name. If you know, definitely comment down below if you're on YouTube or any social media. Or send me a text if you're listening to this on a podcast streaming network, device, app. I should really know this. It's my job. Anyways, hair flip, tiny hair flip. Okay. Oh my God, did I really forget what I was talking about? I think I was talking about I'm really trying to remember. They say rub your head, so I was just rubbing my head and it did not come to me. Damn, that actually sucks. What was I talking about? I'm gonna have to like pause this and re-listen to it. But like, I don't want to do that. You know, in times like these, a host would be amazing. I mean, a co-host? Yeah, clearly because your host isn't here right now. So y'all need a new host. Just kidding. I will forever be the host of this podcast. Come for me. And I'm not gonna get replaced by a younger, hotter version of me, okay? Nor I'm gonna do this till I'm old. Hi guys, I went in the garden this morning. Yeah, I look forward to it too. Anyways, oh, I was talking about love, right. See how it's just like not even near my subconscious? I don't know what the heck we were distinctively talking about, but I'm just like not here for it. It feels like a chore, and yes, I got a little bit giddy when my coworker was like, oh, I've got a friend for you, you know, like, yay, but also, you know, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like eventually, one day it's gonna happen, or it's never, and I'm totally okay with that. Like, I'm okay. Everyone keeps telling me, no, Tayna, that's not gonna happen, but I don't see the problem with it. Let's be honest right now. Like, sure, I think I'm gonna spend very, sad moments of my life being like, man, I wish. I'll still try to have kids too, though, if I don't end up meeting, a life partner. It's okay. I'm cool with it. Oh, we were talking about courtship. Going into dating and what I've learned. It's coming to me, guys. But yeah, I've learned a lot with these online gurus, which have made me stronger and more detached, right? Not put too much pressure on it. And I've detached myself so much that I'm just like, oh, that's a lot of effort. I'm just so confused. It feels like someone just opened my front door, but I know they didn't, because we've got these little bells on it to know when someone's coming in. And that did not go on. So I know it's probably just right outside the window. But yeah. This is today's episode. I'm sorry, it's just all over the place, nowhere and anywhere but here. Oh. I hope you guys can relate to it or something, I don't know. I am really just a bitch sharing my thoughts. I really am just doing that. I really am trying to make that a career. And it's crazy to say out loud. But I guess it's who has the audacity to grab paint, put it on a canvas and create something and then sell it for hundreds or millions, depending on who you are and your reputation and your brand, right? And it's what? So I feel like that's kind of the same. They're both creative, and they're both created by very complex humans. I mean, aren't we all? But it's freedom of expression, right? It's the creative way. It's the outlet. So yeah, why not make money off of this, right? Make money off of my silly little thoughts, my life lessons, my wisdom, because let's not discredit that. I feel like I've cultivated this old woman inside my body, but also very new too, I'm also just learning this. I am human at the end of the day, right? But as time goes on, I care less about my body in a way. Not in oh, I don't care for my health. No, I do. I'm pretty active and I try to be healthy. I've noticed that I have this obsession lately. Before, remember when I used to say Wendy's. Well, now It's the, what is it? The cheesy jalapeno bacon quarter pounder from McDonald's. I don't know, something like that. It's a new one here in Canada, and I'm obsessed. Like, literally obsessed. So I'm gonna try to recreate it. Teehee. Wish me luck, because I've been spending so much money on it, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I'm not gonna get the meal. Maybe I'm just gonna get the sandwich. And it's yum. It's so yum. I'm obsessed. Like, it's my new obsession. And I'm gonna eat it till I'm sick of it. Like, it's crazy. I used to order a McChicken every single time I ever went to McDonald's. Or, like, nuggets once in a while. Or, like, a bacon cheeseburger. Sometimes. But it's always been, like, if I'm getting a meal, it's a McChicken with bacon. Hands down. Tell me why I tried this new one. And then I tried a McChicken because, like, I had enough points, but they don't have this one on their points, like, rewards. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll get a McChicken. Like, I did eat it for so many years and I loved it. I tried it and I'm like, yeah. Like, what? Like, yeah. So, that's my new obsession. When I was younger, it used to be boys. Oh, right. Remember when I was talking about, like, I don't care about things about my body? Ew, I just, like, literally pulled out my scalp. I've been having a lot of scalp issues, like, around this area. And I don't understand. Like, here. And it's near my freaking piercings. So it's like, ugh. I hope it doesn't mess with it healing. I mean, I've been cleaning it every day. And I wash my hair. Like, I literally washed it today. That's why it's like this. And I also put a color depositing mask. So it looks a little bit darker. It looks a little bit more purple. Which is fine. Because I kind of wanted it to be purple so that I can go back to brown. I miss my brown hair. I just think I look the hottest with brown. To be honest, like, I'm loving the deep purpley mauve. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna let it fade, and then I'm gonna do like a brown, because I miss my brown. But yeah, going back again to my body, my bunny honey. I thought there was like something just hanging from my armpit. It's just my armpit hair. Kidding. Probably is a little hairy though. Yeah, it is. Anyways, my body, Adi. My mother, we had a conversation the other day, and she said to not tell my dad, and I hope my dad's not listening to this. Dad, if you are, don't tell her. I'm kidding. Just leave. But if you're anyone else, just don't tell my dad, because I don't know why my dad's not supposed to know about this. But anyways, although I'm his favorite child, like, I can do anything. I'm kidding. Not really. I'm the only one. Is that obvious? Yeah. Okay. So okay. My mother. This story's gonna take like a million years. My mother, my dearest mother, she said she may or may not be able to pay for my surgery, my plastic surgery that I wanted to do a few years ago, because she got one done and a few other people were getting them done. And I'm like, I want to get it done. And you're probably thinking, like, Tayna, what are you going to get done? Like, the people who know me are like, girl, what are you getting done? Because people already think I've got a BBL. So, like, what are you doing? I'm just removing the tummy. Well, that's what I wanted to do, right? Like, I wanted to do just like a tummy tuck and then like a little bit of lipo just to kind of remove the excess fat so it's not like lumpy, but not like shape my body in any way, because again, it does not need to be shaped. I mean, maybe, yeah, get some back rolls and like maybe my arms, like those are my insecurities. And that's what I would love to go under the knife to change. Well, I'm getting there. So after she told me this, and after a few years of already giving up on that thought, after just like, I really wanted it, she told me, she made a deal with me. She was like, if you lose 50 pounds, well, she said like, yeah, around 50 pounds. I forget how many kilos. It must have been like around 20 to 30 kilos or something. She's like, I'll pay for you to go to Brazil. We'll get someone to take care of you, or I'll go take care of you, and, then you'll have this new body and everything will be magical and beautiful. And I wanted that. And, after a few years, again, of coming to the realization that, like, that was not going to happen, I did end up losing the weight, but she was just like, no, you need to lose more. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, I just did all that work. And so, like, naturally, I gained a little bit of weight because, one, I didn't get rewarded the way that I was supposed to get rewarded. And I don't want to talk about it. And then I was just like, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, I just don't care. I'm just going to have to deal with it. So I did. I dealt with it, and it eventually, like, I didn't care anymore. And so when she brought that up, I was just like, oh. Like, obviously sketched out, because I'm like, yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot of empty promises before, love mom, but been there, done that, So I was just like, no, I don't think that's what I really want to do. And she's like, go think about it, And I'm like, yeah. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, there was a moment there, like on a day that I wasn't feeling like the most me, and, feeling insecure. And I thought about it, and I was just like, you know what, maybe I should. But now I'm thinking, if I do something, I would do like Kybella or something, like just for the double chin. Just because, like, that is the only thing that really bothers me. But also, like, sis, just lose weight. Just eat only whole foods. And continue to be as active as you already are. And your body will transform miraculously. Not miraculously, like, you're literally cutting out all the junk, right? Like, all the processed foods and sugars and, yeah. So it's like, if I'm gonna get there, I want to get there naturally. Like, yeah, I just don't care anymore. Like, I've gotten to a point where it's like, I've maintained my weight, I've maintained my lifestyle, basically. And it's like, yeah, I'm okay with who I am right now, Like, I don't have this constant, yes, for sure, honestly, sometimes I do criticize myself and I do go there, and of course it was learned behavior, but I don't have someone like constantly judging me anymore. And I also kind of got into a little altercation with the roomie yesterday, and I kind of blew up on her because I was just annoyed and pissed, and just, I'm not going to get into it. Maybe we can get into it together, and like, she can be here on the podcast, say her side of the story. I don't know, but I'm not going to get into it. But I also did realize, I was just like, yeah, like, I can't like, the way I called her out was just, like, uncalled for in a way. Like, yes, valid for sure, and I'm not gonna not validate my feelings because, again, they are valid. There's a reason why I'm feeling so upset. But also, like, she's a human being who's obviously making mistakes, who's aware that she's making mistakes, but again, continues to numb herself. But, like, doesn't that also sound like me? You know, like, in very different ways, we're very similar at the core. So it's like, how can I judge her? Because the minute she started judging me, I'm like, sis, the fuck? You know, and so, yeah, we got into, like, a little argument, but we're okay now. We talked it out, and I said sorry, because I realized, like, what I was doing was just a little mean. You know, it was given see you next Tuesday. So, yeah. I'm just learning to be nicer to others, even when they piss me off, you know, because it's unfair. It really is. Nobody should feel the way that I felt growing up. Just constantly criticized and, like, you have to mold yourself. You have to be like this. And I know I'm not the only one, you know. Like, I feel like a lot of parents do that. It's not just my own. But it's like, I've been finally, like, again, living alone, living my own life, doing the things that I love, also doing things that I don't love. But I'm trying not to take the path of least resistance. I'm trying to take the hard way out, even though sometimes it feels like the easy way out. But I don't think it necessarily has to be, like, really, really, really hard. I think there needs to be perseverance and effort and passion, right? And consistency. That's important with anything in life. So, yeah, I'm just trying to cultivate those kind of values, those kind of skills, but without being so hard on myself. Just letting things flow, you know, I think naturally one day I will give up smoking weed. I think naturally one day I'm gonna look around and be like, wow, my life is completely different. It's exactly where I always wanted it to go towards, you know, or even better, hopefully. But yeah, I'm just gonna be me. And as for my body, I think naturally one day I am just gonna be like, yeah, I'm kind of done eating all of this, and it doesn't feel good. I always feel tired and sad. Let me, like, eat whole foods and actually cook, and the next thing I know, I have money to actually pay for a coach to help me, right? Or whatever else is needed, right? Like a therapist, and I always talk about that. I think I talked about that on the what I would do differently if I were a bajillionaire episode, because I would invest back into myself, and some things are just going to take time. Like, I can't be perfect overnight, and I'm not aiming for perfection. I'm just aiming for aiming. You know, of course you don't want to just shoot a random arrow around not knowing where you want to go. You want to know where your target is, even though you've never shot an arrow before. If you keep looking at your target and you feel like you kind of know, you instinctively are going to go towards it. And eventually, with enough tries, you'll get bullseye, bitch. So, yeah. Do your thing, babes. Yeah. Or you might see me pull up next year and I've got a new face and bod. Just kidding. No. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the island. But like today, like I showed up no makeup, but I do have like jewelry on. I've got a little dress on. Hee, you know. A bitch is living her authenticity. You know, like that's why I felt like the pink was just not me anymore. Because I'm like, Yeah. It was fun. It was a moment. But it's just, it's funny because I was like, the pink is so me. I was like, born with pink. And then cut to me now being like, I want brown. I was born with brown hair. I want brown hair. Yeah. So, friends, this is the end. The end of today's episode. So I'll see you guys next time. What time is it? Ooh, it's already 3. Okay. I've got time to edit this and skedaddle. It's a gorgeous day out. I really want to go out and party. Just kidding. I don't want to party. I gotta remind myself to put on panties, though. Was that like TMI? I'm sorry. That was TMI. That was very unladylike of me. You did not need to know what's going down. What's going on. Going down under, you know. That's for me and my lover only. Anyways, okay, ciao ciao, I love you, mwah, mwah, and I love you guys. Okay, bye. Ciao ciao. Coolio, helio. Now, how am I gonna do this without flashing you guys? Without flashing. This is kind of working. Okay. 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 Hi. My hair looks kind of flat. Why didn't you guys tell me it looked flat? Oh, you guys, you're so mean. You're so mean. I'm kidding. You're not. But you could have told me. But yeah. Oh, these are my rings, by the way. This is what I've got on. I don't even... Don't look at my nails. They're chipped. This is why I don't do nail polish. They don't look terrible, but like, they look terrible. Who am I kidding? They look terrible. This is only like 3 days. Like, oh. Not me just spitting on camera. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. I love you. Take your kiss where you want to. Ciao, ciao.